Ladies and gentlemen, I have an exciting opportunity for you to level up your own game. Um, what an awesome reaction to last week's show. Stay tuned to the end of this video. We're going to do an in-depth analysis on last week's negotiation game. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So coming in to the response to last week's video, I felt like rather than respond to the comments, this is actually an amazing opportunity for you all to level up your negotiation game. Because just it's rare that so many people see the same thing. And I want to show you what I'm talking about. So if we go into the comments, we got, I think Purple wanted you to open up his cap to hit yellow. Pete missing Purple's intention to open the London cap is brutal to watch. I think Purple was indicating that you attacked their territory to open the capital yellow. Purple was highlighting the territory you wanted to attack and you just ignored it, lol. And it goes on and on and on. And it's so rare that so many of you guys see the same thing at the same time. And you're all in agreement about that. And you're all wrong. And that's why it's such an awesome opportunity here, because I can really help you guys who see it this way. I can point to something specific and direct and say, this is how you're going to improve. So, okay. So the scenario begins 21 minutes into the game. I have a relationship with the white player, and I have a relationship with the purple player, and I have a relationship with the yellow player. The yellow player is the furthest away from me, so their sphere of influence does not impact my own. But white's very much has, and white's game is very important to mine, right? He's soft to me, I'm soft to him. So starting at this point, this is the situation where white has been trying to get me to work with purple. Right. Now listen. I'm down. I'm down to work with white. The reason I'm choosing this moment to start with is I think it was missed. Maybe because I'm off cam here, maybe because it was too subtle. But the very first thing that happens here is purple closes their cap. Why is this important? They close their cap. Boom. So I do comment on it. I suppose I didn't draw enough attention to it. So purple is attacking white. Oh, fuck. A lot. Both of us? Steal the white cap? No, they break everything white has. Okay, they attack white a lot. Now, white has been pleading with me to work with that against purple. Ah, good roll. Okay. This is the point in the game. Here's where I have to back white. Where I have to back white. So I will. Now, it's very much a matter of degree when you back someone. I got you. I was down. Feel free to disagree with me. Feel free to not believe me. But maintain in your mind that if you do not take me at my word, then that is where the conversation ends. There's no real ability I have to have a conversation about what was going on in my mental state, what I was thinking, if you are unable or unwilling to take me at my word. So this is the point of the game where I have to back white. Except I don't. Because he hits me. So in a scenario where white doesn't lose patience, he is the ride or die, he is the homie, me and white work together on purple, and then okay, so white just gives himself lowest with that move. I was about to break. I was about to break purple. Instead, they lose patience. Oh, that was dumb, white. And they give themselves lowest. And that's fine. I like it when they do that. This is good. This is ultimately good for me. That was dumb. Yeah. Oops. Did you quit from that? You got mad. Is you quitting? He didn't. He didn't think that I was with me. Yeah, he didn't think I was going to back him. Okay, that's what this might be. Well, if you give yourself lowest, then yeah. Well, and he quits like a bitch. I was going to back you, man. Now, again, I will reiterate this point. If you don't believe me that I was ready at this point after purple broke to back him, that's cool. You don't have to believe me. But that is the end of the conversation, right? We will not talk about that any further because by all means, don't take me at my word. But, that is all I can offer. So in this scenario, the move is to clean up white and then maintain a relationship with purple to kill yellow. So there are a number of ways to do that. One of the most important things that will be kind of the relevant point for the rest of the analysis is the fact that purple's cap is closed. So purple cannot use their capital to attack either me or yellow. So I'm going to clean up. I'm going to do what I normally do here. I'm going to take the white territories that were broken up to and including the border with purple. So I'm going to be generating, what is it here? +7, +8 is 15, +5 + 20, +4 + 24, and 3 capitals. I'm going to be getting +30 plus my natch here. And you guys know how I like to play it. I like to play at advantage. 3-player game. I like to have a lot of troops.
Purple and yellow.
White game to generate the most. Okay.
So we've a bit too aggressive.
Lost red, we've lost blue, we've lost white, and we are in a 3-player scenario.
On by yellow and purple.
I could get teamed on by yellow and purple. But what is the most likely board position for that to occur? So the most likely board position for
yellow. I don't want to say let's be together.
Yeah, I asked purple to attack yellow. The most likely board position for yellow and purple to team on me is something that looks like this. Okay. That is a board position that is likely. That is a board position that is possible. I enter the 3-player scenario. Yellow's going to kill exactly equal to yellow, red. Cool. With purple
I think me and
at
purple
a deficit.
on yellow is the play. Let's see if purple sees it that way. Purple's going to retake their shit.
I comment that I'm trying to engineer a scenario where me and purple team on yellow. I am very strong. I'm generating the most.
Okay, red goes MIA. Man, white got a lower placement than red.
I comment that white losing patience is a disappointment because they ended up angrily farting themselves out of existence right at the moment that I needed to back them and would have backed them.
Blue kill.
That's too bad for them, right? But we see this all before. This isn't actually all that significant. That's why I'm not going to really dwell on what happened to white anymore, because I don't think it's all super significant. I think it's very common. It's very commonplace we see players
Cavalry trade here.
Do that. That they just lose, either lose faith or lose patience or both, and then they die. Then give themselves lowest, and I like that they do it consistently, and I hope that for you do not do it consistently.
I feel bad for white, man. I was about to work with him on purple.
So that's a
literally about to
chance
back him and break purple
for you to level up, right? Is to not do what white did.
Stolen.
But there's a far more important lesson in this video, because just how consistent the comments were. Pete missed purple asking him to open his capital. And let me tell you, there was absolutely no chance that was a good idea for me. Purple is an intermediate. I understand why a lot of folks in the comments would empathize with an intermediate's thought process. I do get why you would think that way. I do get why you would think him asking me to open is a good idea.
Right?
This is not elusive to me or confusing or mysterious. Okay. Purple is going to take Scandinavia here.
Goes into Africa.
Also, we can actually dwell on what purple should be doing here. So purple should be, in this scenario, if he wants to work with me, which I think he did, purple should be taking this immediately. Right? He's not quite aggressive enough. He should be taking all of this. Doesn't choose to do that. Choose to play it slow.
Really?
I guess because he is slightly weaker now. We're
Goes for the white
kind of equal
Ooh,
with yellow in a slight lead. So I do like this turn.
Maybe he gets it.
Just trying to kill the white,
Yeah, very
kill the white
nice.
player, take 4 cards. It's a fine play, but it's not really worth it. The cards in fixed are, negligible. Another thing that might speak to the fact that they're an intermediate.
He gets it.
And good.
Also,
He gets a +4 out of the deal.
Between me and yellow.
And you hear me comment that he puts himself between me and yellow. So one of the big strategic elements of this game, I've talked about it a lot, is positioning. So we have me with 2 closed caps and an open cap. Where do you think I'm going to put my troops? For a good long time, where do you think I'm going to put my troops? Ready to act. We have yellow with a closed cap. Current troop leader. Not really active. We have purple with a sort of open cap and a closed cap. Okay? So your positioning here at this point in the game where things are still mostly equal and the relationships are mostly stable says that long term, there's Pete. There's yellow. And cutting it in half is purple. You do not want to be purple in this scenario. You die
Not what you want.
as purple in this scenario. Don't put yourself in the line of fire. Don't put yourself in between 2 people in the 3-player.
The most
Okay?
troops. It's kind of on purple.
We
then.
comment that yellow is the most troops, and we also comment that it's on purple to deal with it.
Initiative on the attack.
In terms of turn order, I take a +5, and I fort to the open capital.
Okay, so I have 2 ancillary
Okay.
15 caps and a 41 that's open. Yellow gets 20.
41 is
So
open.
112. Between me and purple, if we work together, we can beat him.
I comment that we can team on yellow effectively.
I'm going to ask. Do you
I'm
want
going
me
to ask him to work with me.
plus minus?
Yellow takes a +3.
Attack yellow?
Ask him again.
Plus minus. How do you feel?
Excellent. He
Okay.
says yes. He says, okay, I'm
Then
down.
do so.
And I say, then
will
do
back
so.
you. Otherwise, I have to work with him.
All right.
This is
Then do so. If you agree and you have initiative, we both have sets, then do so. So this is purple's first opportunity to play for second. I think he's lost this game. I don't know that he knows that he's lost this game. But I think it's almost for sure on this board that purple loses. Now, purple can play for second, which he eventually does. But I think in his mind, there is still that sort of vain hope that he can play to win.
It's kind of the make or break, right? Because turn order is favorable. You have a set. I have a set. If you knock him hard, I'll knock him hard too.
So if you're purple in this
And then we
scenario,
just win easy.
you're sandwiched between 2 players that are bigger than you. How do you play to win? You have to get the guy you're working with to overcommit. I'm not that guy. I'm not falling for that shit. I'm not a sucker. So for the folks suggesting that it's a good idea or a reasonable idea or an acceptable idea for me to open purple's cap here such that he can team on me with yellow, that's dumb. No shit, I'm not going to do that. He was asking me to do something that's bad for me. All right?
Grow some balls.
Let's continue.
I wonder if purple does it.
He's getting 24 a turn.
I believe in you, purple. You're not a coward, right? Hit him hard.
And if he did it here, he has an open cap, right? As of this point,
Make the play.
as of this exact moment, for the remainder of the
He's not
game,
doing it.
which lasts another 15 minutes, he has an open capital. Okay, I'm saying do it. I'm saying
If you don't
use
do
your
this,
cap.
I
Put it
think
all in the 15, smack the 18. I'll team on him. We'll go first and
need to
second.
do this.
He puts half his troops there. and half his troops on the other cap, and takes a card. And yellow says, wah, because yellow sees
Go in.
that he's not breaking me. Yellow sees that he's protecting me. So now yellow can tell,
I can't do it until you do it.
even though that they're the troop lead, that I'm generating the most. We take the lead here. So purple's fate is sealed. They are losing this game. The question remains, are they going to get second? So if you're yellow here, you consider attacking purple with me. But neither of
I'm
these
getting
guys
most,
are
so
able to work
I
together
don't need to do anything.
to hit me
Right?
because
the
they're
impetus
not
isn't actually on me to force the action.
open to me.
Because I'm getting the most. And you're between us, purple. So maybe inaction will cause you to lose.
I create scenarios where inaction
Yellow's
benefits me.
yellow's only going to hit you. Yeah, yellow's only going to hit you.
Yellow can only hit purple. I like that, right? He's in between us.
Too bad for purple.
His loss is certain.
Too bad for purple. I think purple loses this game now.
In fact, the only thing that prevents that loss is me opening his capital. I love it. I love how perfect this example is because really, it's so rare that so many people see the exact same thing and you're all wrong. Like a very small minority of people see what I see, and like, good on you for seeing it. Right now, another thing I'd like to draw your attention to is this move. Purple choosing not to put troops on his open capital. Purple choosing to put troops here.
Okay.
He has a cap that's open, but he's not using it. He puts troops on the locked capital. Why? Again, purple would like to win this game. That's why. He would like to win this game. He hopes to win this game. Attack my territory if you need to. Okay, so again, this is so great. This is such a great moment. He aggressively asked me to open the 73. Why would you put troops there? If you were going to hit yellow, why wouldn't you just put troops on the stack that's open and use it? Are you trying to sucker me? Am I a sucker? No, I'm the guy who wins this game. I'm not an idiot, and I'm not falling for it.
Okay, he thinks card trading matters. It does not matter.
Right? Either do the thing or don't.
It does not matter. It's fixed. Position matters.
Position matters. I am in a winning position.
Yellow finally puts troops on.
They will have to make a move to stop this. And they don't. Yellow's thinking about how to get out of this. So we jockey for position a bit more. But this doesn't go on much longer. Because purple does come to the realization that they're beaten, and they accept second. And one of the ways they do that is by their cap kind of naturally finally getting opened.
I don't like this.
See, I'm still suspicious of getting teamed on. I don't want to get teamed on. They can still beat me.
Take initiative and I'll back you.
They can still beat me. I don't want to lose this game. I would like to win this game. He says, attack my territory if you need to. Again, he's really indicating. He says, please open
Trading with you,
northern France so I have the potential to betray you and work with yellow. No, purple. The best you can hope for is second. And I'm going to take as long as I need to.
Don't do that.
For you to realize that the best you can hope for is second.
Purple.
I'm worried about him hitting me. I'm worried about him breaking me. I don't want him to come in on that line. I say attack yellow.
I mean, do what you got to do, man.
Put your troops on your open capital. Put your troops there and hit him. I don't care
Ben.
what you do.
Okay, he's going. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Yes.
Give it a shot.
Hit him.
Hit
Yes.
him.
Hit him.
It has always been true. It hasn't
Yes.
stopped being true.
Give him a smack.
I do not give this man the opportunity to hit me.
What is this?
Why would I? That would be dumb.
Miss a card.
He accidentally card skips, trying to get me to do the thing that he
thinks I should do. Guess what, folks? I do not give a fuck what he thinks. I do not have to do what he wants. Attack my territory if you need to. You can spam and tell me to make a bad move as much as you want, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not dumb. I'm not falling for that shit. This status quo is okay for me. Status quo is good for me. Like, this is good. I really like this.
This is good.
Here, I like that a lot.
Yeah, yellow's worried about purple now. They should be.
Yellow is super soft.
And they're both soft to me on that line. And I like that. I love my positioning here. This is an excellent scenario for me to be in. This is a game-winning position.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, one of the only things that stops this from being a game-winning position is having purple's cap be open to me. If yellow was good, he'd be doing that. He would. But he doesn't. So the tension is building. Purple's getting a little frustrated. But they want to see if they can take another bonus. The answer is yes, they can.
Okay, purple takes orient.
Okay. So we are about, what, 3 moves away from the board break? Again, not putting troops on the open cap or the active cap. Putting troops on the lock cap. Trying to get me to overcommit. Trying to get me to deal with yellow, even though the turn order is not favorable and I have a troop lead. Right? I need this man to accept second.
Straight in the middle.
I need him to get the idea in his head that the best he can hope for
want stability, but
is
stability
second.
here still advantages me.
I'm getting so many troops, I put an open stack on the other side. Yellow's going to step out into Italy. Guard a bit. But not break.
Yellow guards but doesn't break. And they steal Italy.
Do they steal Italy this turn or next
They
turn?
break. You break.
They have 3 cards, essentially, on this line.
No.
I don't know what I do if I'm yellow here. I think I try and work with purple. Right? Try and aggressively get purple to break me. Or offer the first break. Right? Open the cap. If I'm yellow,
Okay,
I punch in through this line, opening the cap and get purple to hit Pete. That's how you beat Pete, who now has a pretty solid lead.
Cap, then.
Okay, so the stealing of Italy, but the locking of 40 troops isn't going to work.
Now what does purple do? Hits in France.
And again, instead of putting troops on the open capital, he puts troops on the locked capital. He wants me to give him an option. So we finally open the capital. And we only open the capital because it now becomes
Looks
the
like we're trading
least
in France.
offensive card.
I'm still generating the most. Yeah, love you too.
And here we go. In order for
I
yellow
want to guard the
to
Russian
do
cap
anything, yellow has to break.
more.
Now, purple's happy that I opened them. But yellow hitting here is the worst possible move.
You have to start it.
I'm saying do it. He's saying, yeah. I'm
Your
saying, yeah,
first
I will
batter.
back you. And I was going to back him the whole time. But he needed to start it. But
Okay.
yellow gives
No, he
himself third
breaks.
with this move.
I think this is unwise.
Guaranteed third. Yellow goes from second to third with this break.
Okay. I will back you, but hit him.
And he dies immediately.
Hit him.
It's a very cathartic turn.
Again.
Because purple
Obvious
gets what he had been
me.
hoping for and waiting
Go.
for. But
Send it. Well played.
that cap had been open. Good. Why aren't there hundreds of troops there?
Nice.
Was he trying to trick me? We don't know. I choose to not speculate on what purple's mental state was. Purple also gets insanely good dice here, by the way. All I'm talking about is positioning. And position-wise, there was no upside for me to open that man's capital. Only downside. If he was going to hit him, he could hit him. He had an open cap anyways. He was getting a bunch of troops. It remained true. It never stopped being true. In a single turn, yellow goes from second to 0. And this is how this game ends. I put myself into a favorable 1v1 with purple and defeat him easily. So, what does this tell us, folks? What is the lesson from this? There's a couple of lessons.
He's not happy with this.
I think one of the lessons is
Good game, man.
just because you're allied with someone doesn't mean you have to do what they want. That's a big one, actually. Working with someone doesn't necessarily mean doing exactly what they tell you. Perhaps this is just my disagreeable nature. I like that I'm disagreeable. I like that I think things through and make up my own mind about what I want to do. I don't want to necessarily be a doormat or a pushover. I like how I played this game a lot.
It looks pretty good. I have a
I'm very happy with this
lead
outcome.
and the board.
I'm very happy with the positioning of this turn sequence. And I'm very, very happy that I give you guys the opportunity to go much further into depth about this than I realized, just because it was so consistent. Right? I think purple is indicating you attack their territory. Purple is highlighting he wanted you to attack and you just ignored it. Yes, I did. In this game, white back speed all the way. Pete won't do his part. No. Again, don't believe me. You are free to not take me at my word. But that's where our conversation ends. Oh yeah, I can definitely see where white was coming from. Yeah, I mean, one turn too late. I'm trying to win a game here, folks. I'm trying to get advantage. Purple's desperately asking you to open his cap. Poor guy, he was asking you to open his cap, right? How rare is it that so many of you see the same thing? Right? I enjoy watching Pete, but he will be your friend and sacrifice you so that he wins. Yeah, of course. But gets mad when white breaks him. I didn't get mad. I was happy that white broke me. White breaking me gave himself lowest and caused me to win the game. Right? I think all through this game showcases what I imagine Arco understands better than Pete. Well, is that a veiled insult? People smarts. To me, it was very clear that White was asking Pete what he wanted to do, or asking Pete to do something. But Pete played completely as a non-actor in this. Not saying he played incorrectly for a seat, but he played incorrectly if he wanted to work with White, because frankly, he didn't. I won the game. What more do you need? I know I deserved it. You guys really do see things differently than me. Purple trying to communicate that he wants to open my cap. Yeah. It's so funny. Of course I ignored his pleas. I'm trying to win the game. It's so fun. Like, this is really special. I love this. I love this. And again, I really do empathize why you guys might defeating. Wow, okay. I understand why you guys might think like an intermediate. Okay? I get it. It makes sense. So I hope that you guys take this opportunity to level up your game and avail yourself of this amazing thing that we have with this comment section where you actually can ask me questions if there's something you don't understand. I have a Q&A thread in my Discord where you can ask questions regarding things you're confused about, things you might not get strategically. Give me timestamps. Please have your comments edited for clarity brevity, and coherence. The YouTube comments is not the best way to have a conversation. And I would invite you all to consider what I said here, given that the purple player is an intermediate, right? Not a terrible player, but certainly not at the level that you would aspire to be. And the final thing I will say is I really do appreciate everyone who watches the show and enjoys the show. I knew this was going to be, with these settings, these are my favorite settings. I knew this was going to be what it was going to be. A lot of people who understand some of how to be really, really good at the psychological game. So good luck to you, those of you who have made it through this analysis. You're well on your way. And yeah, congratulations to those of you who remain in the comment sections and who are intelligent enough to, instead of saying you should have done this or you should have done that, who are intelligent enough to ask questions and learn. I do love you. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm excited for this opportunity because it's rare. Hopefully it comes more. Hopefully we have more scenarios like this in the future where we can point to one thing specific and say, this is a moment for you to improve upon. And tell me if you liked it. Have yourselves a great day, everyone.